Okay, cool.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. No more. Don't hurt me no more. I don't know why you're not there. I give you my love, but you don't care. So what is right and what is wrong? Give me a sign. So what is love?
Uh, love is kind of a double-edged sword in a way.
Mm-hmm.
It's what is at the foundation of kind of everything we hold sacred, right? But if it's like that song lyric said, if it's not returned, it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've lost loved ones in my life, and I've also loved people that didn't love me back. I've had people love me where I didn't love them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's a lot of trauma, and emotion and uh, anger, self doubt. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things that can come up during those episodes. But again, I think let's talk love as the general idea of a virtue first, and how it molds our society. The love that a mother, I use a mother a lot, parents, caregivers feel
Mm-hmm.
for their kids, um, is unique, and especially a mother's love. I mean, this idea that you would lay down your life for your child, you
Mm-hmm.
want them to have a better life than you have. When you watch them doing whatever, your heart is breaking as much as you're happy and smiling. That feeling of outright. What do I say? Like desire for them to have everything, but also to become their best. They overcome challenges. I think is at the center of what humanity is. That's what we feel for ourselves, and we all are totally valuable. I mean, we're all unique. We're all awesome. Especially if we can become our best people. So when you are in a relationship and that's not returned, it feels like, hey, I'm an awesome person, and you don't see it, and it hurts, right? Or if you love somebody, they don't return it. Um, again, this is a training ground. This whole setup, this universe we're in, preparing us for a greater reality. For you to love, you must a lot of times feel what it's like not to be loved.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for you to appreciate what you have, sometimes you must have it taken away. So for us as beings, being brought up as, kind of like in the image of God without all the knowledge and wisdom, but they have the capacity and the abilities to love and have knowledge and all these different aspects of what it is to be human, we have to experience some of these things. So you you can't look at some of this as it's uh, the way that it is. How do I say this? That it's always true, right? Like you are a wonderful human being. Just because that person doesn't love you doesn't mean that you're not a wonderful human being.
Mm-hmm.
It may feel that way when you're going
Mm-hmm.
through it, right? Because you want to die, you feel
Yep.
horrible, whatever. Uh, but the reality hasn't changed. The only thing that's changed is that person um, doesn't feel that way about you in the way that you want them to. So a lot of this too is to be able to teach our kids how to cope, properly with these downturns in life. It's like I have a video. It's all covered in the book, but I have done a series of videos. One of them is how to overcome negative thinking, depression, and suicidal thoughts. And I did that because I've been through a lot of traumatic things that kind of led me down that path, kind of naturally. And it's like when you go through a huge loss, whether it's you lose a loved one, whether they die, um, or you just lose them because they find somebody else or they cheat on you or whatever it may be, um, it's having these coping skills that allow you to become a better person through that, because there's a huge amount of energy that is being generated. And I talk about this in the book, especially in the
Mm-hmm.
second. The second book is about the foundations of life and a lot about how you can use different energy sources through your practice. And the idea is you can see people in life that have the most horrible experiences that use that experience to make them a better person. You can see the same type of people that have the same type of horrible experience and it just destroys them, right? You can see the guy that goes through a breakup and he'll go to the gym every day, he'll wake up early, he'll do this. And another guy will lay around and drink himself to death and stay up all night, you know what I mean, and do that kind of stuff. These habits, these ingrained ways that we respond are what will make or break us. And these are the challenges of life. That's why I'm saying it matters how we raise our kids, because the guy that's laying around drinking himself and staying up all late and missing work because he's broke up with his girlfriend versus the guy that's working out, trying to make himself a better person, all that. What is the difference? I mean, what
Mm-hmm.
is the crux of that issue? it goes way back, right? It goes way back to learning some type of coping mechanism. Sometimes it just goes back into watching how your parents dealt with it. Like nobody taught them anything. It was just, the problem is that that was the problem. Nobody taught them how to deal with this properly. So for me, like the song lyrics, like you said, it's like love is a two-edged sword, right? It could be wonderful, but it can also destroy you if you let it, you know. And I've experienced that loss, and it's, how it says, it's like you can take. There's obviously, if you're in love with somebody and you see something good in them, you can take something from that, even if it's not returned, because your capacity to love somebody else and to feel that is a wonderful thing. So don't, you know, no matter what you're going through, you can look at your experience as valuable. And sometimes, like I said, it may feel like it's horrible, but if you use it correctly, it can make you a better person. You know, and also these are tests in life. Sometimes we fail the tests in life. Sometimes you might have all these little lessons, like your mom might say, you know, make sure you buckle your seatbelt. You may get a little, oh, I almost got in an accident. You know what I mean? It's like, and you never put your seatbelt on, and then you're in this horrible accident like 2 days later or a month later, and you didn't listen. You know what I mean? And you were through this. So this, like I said, this whole life is about you trying to figure out how you can become the best person you can be, no matter what the obstacles are. And if we show people how they can handle any type of situation, and show love to one another just in generally through our daily lives, not like intimate love, but just friendship love, being nice, you know, as a human being, it's going to make all the difference in the world.